Hi everyone, today I'm going to be talking about my endothermic versus exothermic lesson. I did this with my 11th grade conceptual class, so the main goal here is that we don't focus as much on math as much as we focus on the big concepts. So I'm going to start with what I thought the DOK level was. Being that all the students had to do was collect and analyze data, I thought this was mostly at a 2. I was hoping we'd be able to hit a 3, but just at this point in the semester, this was the end of semester last year, we just weren't quite ready to be designing our experiments on our own and figuring out what data collection method is best. They just weren't quite prepared for that. So that's why I'm doing a unit right now that's kind of focusing just on lab, how to say it, kind of like all the information they need to be able to design and carry out a lab, hopefully, on their own. So anyways, I thought it was at a level 2. So I did notes and lecture, we did examples together, talked about examples of endothermic versus exothermic together as a class, and then they did the actual lab. As they were doing the lab, they did the post-lab questions. I also had them do a review form based off of me grading the post-lab questions, and then of course a quiz. The quiz was the main form of student assessment here. So, all the things that went into the quiz. First, the review form. Just based off of how the post-lab questions went, I had everybody do this review form so I could see where they were really struggling. After that, I had them take the quiz, and with the quiz, a lot of people got like 7s and 8s, which is lower than I'm used to with a lot of the quizzes that we've done so far. Not all of them, but most of them have been pretty good, like 8s, 9s, and 10s, but these were a little bit lower than I expected. And then the students who did get below a 7, so like 6 or less, I had those students review one-on-one with me. This has been my main method of kind of helping the students to understand this is the first thing I try to do, review one-on-one with them. Because that really helps me both as a first-year teacher figure out what do I need to be doing better so in future years I'm not having them have the same misconceptions. It also helps me to see, okay, you're making a mistake on this specific concept or this specific part of the concept. Let me try to explain it to you like this and see if you get it. So I usually do that review one-on-one, and I did that with this quiz. Then I had them retake the quiz, and all of them got 8s, 9s, or 10s after that, and that was good. If needed, I would use Hub after this point. Overall, I feel like this lesson went well, but not near as well as I thought it was going to go, which is kind of everything. That's just how it is. But any feedback you could give me about like how could I bring the DOK level up? What can I do maybe during the we do before we do the lab so that they're more prepared going into the lab and they're not making the same mistakes over and over again once we hit that lab part. So any feedback would be appreciated. Thanks.